Welcome to the unseen footage. Dun,
Dun
dun.
dun dun. Insane.
I was gonna do the
I was gonna do drum roll, please.
um these are their stories. Dun dun.
Oh my god, not the SVU.
Or
the Criminal Minds. What is that?
No, it's SVU, Law and Order.
Law and Order. Thank you, because now I'll know what to look up when I edit. Thank you. So we thought we'd give you the gift that keeps on giving. Anyway, go comment who you want to see next on the pod, and go comment your favorite video from this week so far, because we want to know.
And if you don't comment that, you're getting an F on your test.
Oh,
failed. You failed. You had one job. We told you to do one thing, and you automatically failed.
Jesus.
Just we came for their neck.
You're not literally gonna get an F on your test. You're just gonna get an F on this test.
No, you will.
Oh, okay. Well, if you do get an F on your test, I'm sorry I predicted that for you. That's really sad.
We're calling the teachers right now.
Don't tell your mother that you failed.
Yeah. But if we've kept you long. Back to regular schedule programming. And go.
This bread is older than Moses. Oh my god.
Casey, I'm scared for you.
Literally, bitch, this bread is from the Ark. Like, when I tell you this bread has seen God, Jesus, and the Holy Spirit, bro, like, I mean it. What is this? I'm gonna get.
How long
has
that sandwich been in your fridge?
I am pleading the fifth on that. No, I think Monday. Oh my god,
it's only Thursday.
It's technically Friday, and it's deli meat that's already been heated once. So like, we'll see. We'll see.
I really hope nothing happens, Casey.
Me too.
For your sake and for your health.
I mean,
if you're here from my channel and I don't upload anymore, now you know why.
Isn't pepperoni technically deli meat? And like they heat it up on pizza, and then you put it in the fridge, and then you heat it up again. You should be alright.
Love sounds good to me. I've already eaten it now, so it's too late.
Crazy voice story guy from the pod, the one that actually slid into my DMs after 7 years.
Oh my god.
He's gonna sue your ass.
Because if he's gonna clown me, he's gonna out himself because I never said his name on anything. No.
That is a very true statement. Shout out to people who out themselves because y'all know it's about you, and then you'd be like, well, that's about me. Like, dumbass, nobody knew it was you until then.
Like, you're a fucking fan, please.
But if it's, oh my god, there's lettuce in my lap.
That sounds like a sick song. Lettuce in my lap. No, not lettuce in my lap, like a nice like indie band.
I got spit out a Swiss roll, dude.
Lettuce in my lap.
Period. Fuck that shit up. Copyright pending, bitch.
My feet are freezing, bro. Hold on. Let me get a blankie.
Blankie. Get a blankie.
Okay. I'm ready. So, back in high school. Back in high school, when I dated this guy, okay, actually, no, we're not gonna start there. We're gonna start with when I first started at this school. I became friends with this guy. Okay? We were like this because my best friend at the time really liked him, and she was like, yo, you should get to know him because I like him, and then you can like talk me up. And we had a class together. So I was like, bet, I'm a wing woman, let's do this. They've already heard this story, by the way, except not like the part I'm going to tell, just the backstory. So she was like, you should become besties with him. I did. But the thing is, I'm friends with everybody. I'm kind to everybody. So we became really, really close. Now, I knew him before I met my ex. But then I started dating my ex. And then things weren't working out. He was I'm not gonna say what he was. He was just not good at his job. And
Oh,
okay, no, I was his first girlfriend and he just was clearly not ready for it. That's all.
I have never gone so far left so quickly in my life. Got me feeling like a teenage boy with my pervy ass. Oh my God. I was
That's
shook
not what
to
I meant at all. That's why I had to rephrase.
Yeah, you needed to run that bitch back. That was crazy.
Okay. So when I broke up with that guy, and keep in mind, I'm not just gonna say this because whatever. I'm saying this because it was 100% how it happened. He was like, yo, XYZ. And I was like, well, obviously, I never said this to him, but I was like, obviously, XYZ is happening because you said you were going to do XYZ and then you never did XYZ and it's still a problem. So at least the lighting, bro.
Elise looking like a gremlin.
That's worse somehow. It's giving dungeon. So he said, yo, XYZ is a problem. And I was like, well, yeah, it's a problem because you said you were going to do XYZ and then you never did. So there's still XYZ blank, right? So he was like, okay, I think we should break up. And I was like, I agree 100%. We were better as friends. Like, this is not working. Cool. Broke up, went about our lives. Tell me why. And I had been best friends with that guy, that first guy, the whole time. Then when we broke up, people were like, oh, she broke up with him because not that it was mutual. Nobody knew, apparently. Or maybe they did know and they were just twisting the story, but they were like, oh, she broke up with him because she really wants to be with his best friend. And I'm like, yo.
whoa.
Crazy.
That is not how that freaking happened at all.
Did you get the friend?
I hate that that was thought of me, but also like I hate because I was a peaceful floating butterfly between friend groups / didn't have really one. So tell me why nobody was ever like rude to me, but I had to hear it through the grapevine. Like no one ever said that to my face. It was always like behind my back. And I was like,
Nah, high school. That makes sense. Did you get the best friend? Was that a thing that actually happened?
I think you know who the best friend was. And no, that didn't happen because that wasn't going on. However, eventually, later down the line, and I mean later down the line, like a month plus after I had broken up with
A month plus.
because I don't know freaking the deadline. Like, I don't know. But a month plus after, I did start to catch feelings for the first guy, but nothing happened. Nothing ever happened with him. Sadly. Anyway. That's my story.
The fact you said that with cheese in your mouth made it so much funnier. That's my story.
That's my story. Enjoy.
That's insane. Yeah, no.
I have
What?
a great story for you. I've never ever told this story online, and this is so funny. So I talked to this guy for like months. Okay, this is in high school, so like months is like a deal, right? We both liked each other since freshman year. It's my senior year of high school. Okay, whole time we like each other. When we started liking each other, he was this cute little innocent, sweet little freshman. I was also a cute little innocent, sweet little freshman. I'm not being creepy. But he was so cute and innocent. And like throughout his high school career, he was one of those kids that just went off the freaking rails. Like drugs, just alcohol, crazy women, like just nuts. He was sleeping with a whole class, like crazy foolishness. And his family was known for that. He's had two other brothers, and his brothers were known for that. So I'll have to tell you a story off this because that cannot grace the internet. But we wound up my senior year, I think. Almost dating, kind of dating, whatever. But prom comes around. And we had gone to, they've got like the Sadie Hawkins dance where like you ask the guy. So I asked him to that, and his mom loved me. And so we went to that. A couple months later, prom rolls around. We're still talking. Everybody knows we're talking. He's just too much of a cowardice little baby to be like, will you be my girlfriend? Okay. So like everybody knows, it's not a secret. So we go through the whole process, and I'm waiting. Like the whole promposal season, I'm waiting. Oh, we are together all the time because I was a wrestling manager my senior year and he was a wrestler. We were together so much. I'm like, there's no way this man is gonna just sit here and not ask me to prom.
You have 3 minutes on the thing. I
Okay.
don't want to. I don't want you to cut off. That's why I was like,
You're good. He didn't ask me to prom. He asked one of the other wrestlers to prom as a joke to think it'd be funny. They went to prom together with matching colors, took pictures together, went together, and like I mean, fair play, you committed to the bit. Then we get to prom. I go with my friends because a bunch of us were alone anyway, so we all just went together. And we literally get there, and now all of a sudden it's, oh, I want to dance with you. I want to this. Where's your prom date? No, goodbye. Like, I was just like, and then so he was like, we're like, he never said like we're a thing, but like it was basically like that was one thing he said. He used to drive me home whole night, and then he'd go, yeah, and we lived in complete opposite different directions, and he'd go, come to find out, one of my ex-friends who didn't like me went with him. He picked her up on a weekend. They went to an elementary school, and she what's the PG version of this?
I remember this story.
Yeah.
they did.
Yeah, the dome, off the dome. There we go. In the parking lot while we were talking. I was like, I love high school. This is so fun. And I was like, get out of my face, bro. This is ridiculous. You are wholeheartedly on mute. Okay.
That's in fucking
Just in case Sierra decides to watch this, I don't want to be like over here in the mic. Okay. Because I know how she feels about that.
Oh, what?
Okay. So, Casey and I are the same person in different fonts. I know it sounds corny to say, but whatever. We have the same birthday, and we live the same life, basically. Because her story, I have a very similar one. Do you remember that story? Okay. I'm not going to say which high school again, but I am also convinced that the people at this high school got it out for me. They wanted me to suffer. I know that wholeheartedly. They wanted me to suffer. All right. So, oh, I was going to say something, but I can't because that'll give away which high school it was. Hold on. Prom season started rolling around for this school too. And everybody and their mom was telling me that they thought this one specific guy was going to ask me to prom because we were kind of close and like we were good friends. And like I didn't think he was going to ask me and like romantically, but I will say I did have a tiny eensy beensy little crush on this man. So I was low-key like scared every single day. I was doing my hair when I went to school because the promposal started coming out, right? So I was like, oh my God, I don't want to get caught looking like crust when this kid asks me to prom. If he asks me to prom, because everyone was like, oh my God, he's gonna ask you, he's gonna ask you, he's gonna ask you. And it was like the week where everybody was getting asked, like every class I was in, someone was getting asked to prom. And I was like, oh my God, I'm so scared. So every day before school, I was doing my hair, I was putting my mascara on, getting ready to go, my little uniform to school. Tell me why. Biology class. Okay. Someone calls down to the classroom and they're like, I almost said his name. They're like, yo, your mom's here for you in the office. So he leaves to go to the office. I knew exactly what was about to happen. He was going to pick something up from the office. He was going to come back. He was going to ask someone to prom. But I was under the impression that I was going to be asked to prom. Okay. I was not delusional in that aspect. I had been told by many a person, including his best friend, mind you, that I was going to get asked to prom. So I was like nervous. I was like, it's going to happen. It's happening. I'm scared. It didn't happen. He walked in with this little Dunkin' Donuts box of brownies. Whoa, donuts. Okay. Walks in, looks me in my eyes. Okay. Looks me in my freaking eyes, starts walking towards me. Last minute, does a little pivot, pops the box open to this other girl that was right next to me.
No, the way I'd have fought somebody. The way I'd have smacked him donuts out of his hand. Fuck you and your donuts, bitch. Just a bow right out of your hand. Fuck prom. And your mother. Like,
That is insane. Personally,
And the teacher was like, she was like, with her like camera, she was like filming. When I tell you, I was mortified
that
because
gives me
everyone else in the room was looking at me. I was like, you guys were preying on my downfall. And so, of course, because I couldn't let them know that I was upset, I was like,
bruh.
I was just fine. Okay. But I went home and I was like, that did not just happen. Like, I gaslit myself. I started gaslighting myself. I was like, they didn't tell me he was going to ask me to prom, did they? Like, I literally could not, like, I had no proof. There were no text messages. They said it to me, like, to my face, bro.
no.
So that was
Because-
that. You said something else that triggered a story in me, too, and I can't remember what it was. Oh, Sadie's. Okay.
Oh my god, I hated that dance.
Another Sadie Hawkins, bro. So first time I went to Sadie Hawkins, I asked this guy that I liked, and his cousin was my best friend at the time's other close friend. Sounds confusing, but whatever. He was a foreign exchange student. His cousin was my friend's friend. So my friend was telling her friend, like, yo, Hope likes this guy. And it was whatever. Oh my God. Mini story inside of that, because I get sidetracked. One time I went ice skating with that friend. Okay. She didn't tell me that her other friend and her cousin were coming. So they ended up showing up. And mind you, I cannot ice skate. Okay. For the life of me, I fell on my ass, sprained, and a hairline fractured my elbow in front of this kid.
We are the same person. That's
Oh my god, that shit. I had
Okay,
to.
whatever. So, anyways, I asked this kid to Sadie's, and he was like, "No, because I'm going home for the holiday." And I was like, "Man," because our Sadie Hawkins was like the day before Christmas break. Like it was literally like the night Christmas break started. So like the last day of school that evening was Sadie Hawkins, if I remember correctly. So he literally left the country. Like he pieced out. I was like, fine, whatever. But I had my little delusions because his cousin was telling my friend that he was like asking who I was, like asking around to see who I was and like what I was about. And I was like, okay, whatever. Because I was literally, I'm gonna cut this because I was literally the only other Latina in the school, and he wanted to know who I was being delusional. He didn't care about me. He just wanted to know if I spoke Spanish. Like let's be so freaking for real. Anyway,
totally keep that in. That's so funny.
can we?
Yeah.
Is
That's
that
so
blaming? Okay.
Oh my god.
I don't want to like put him on blast because like people are gonna know who he is.
He's not even in the country anymore, is he? It doesn't matter. It's a big
Don't
ass.
know.
He's fine. We live in a huge country. He's fine. Live, laugh, love in America.
Fun fact. Okay, so after we graduated, I actually ended up telling him, like, a year had gone by and I just saw him like on my Snapchat and I was like thinking about him low key, and like he started like doing YouTube, and I was like, I gotta tell him, because like I can't like have this on my conscience, because everyone I've ever had a crush on has known, every single one of them. Either I made it so painfully obvious or I ended up telling them. And so like
Oh, you balls. Okay.
everyone knows, oh, I got big balls. I got big balls. I'm a big girl. So I ended up DMing him like on Snapchat, because like I did not want to text his personal phone number. And I was like, oh yeah, by the way, here, massive crush on you. Oh, I just outed my school. By the way, insert school year, I had a massive crush on you.
Insert school year is ridiculous.
I don't want to out the high school. People are gonna figure this out anyway, so it doesn't really matter. But like, I don't want to, like, the people that don't know that I had a massive crush on him, I don't want them knowing. Okay, that's too much for me.
That's the line. We draw it there and no further.
You know what's funny is that I'm gonna cut this out because it's gonna give it away, but one of the schools didn't do exchange students and one of them did. So the one school of people will know it's not our school, but they won't have any way to tell the other people.
Oh, perfect. So process of elimination only applies if they know both circumstances. You're good.
Literally.
Right. So that's why I can't like specify the year, because it was literally cut in half. Okay. But yeah, I asked him to Sadie Hawkins, he couldn't go. So the first year I went to Sadie's alone. Second year rolled around. I was getting excited because I was still in this like relationship with my boyfriend. I almost said husband. That was crazy. With my boyfriend at the time. Christ. Okay. With my boyfriend at the time. Then we ended up breaking up at like the start of November. So like by the time it rolled around, I was like, cool. So my best friend at the time ended up asking him to Sadie Hawkins. And then I was like, wow, I can't be a loser and go without a date. So I ended up asking this guy that low key I had a small teeny thing for. He was so nice though, guys. He was literally the sweetest guy on the face of the planet. He was such a sweetheart and I love him to this day. And he's, fun fact, friends with one of my best friends. And they go to the same college. So every time he tells me a story, I'm like, tell him I love him, by the way. Like every time he brings him up, because I just, I love him so much. Such a sweetie. Okay. So I asked him to Sadie Hawkins and he said yes. Besties for the resties, right? So we go. And because my best friend was also going to Sadie's, but with my ex-boyfriend, we decided to go to a group dinner. But apparently my best friend didn't mention to my ex that my date was going to be there. So when he showed up to the dinner, my ex asked him, what are you doing here?
What did he think this was? Like, you get your cake and eat it too? Get out of here. You get both. Get out of here.
That was insane. And he had decorum and he said, oh, and he looked at me and I said, because I asked him. And he was like, oh.
She was not though.
When I tell you this kid, my date that I ended up going with me, he was such a pure soul. Wouldn't hurt a freaking fly unless that fly was hurting me. Like truly was so, I love him. He freaking walked me to the car, opened my side of the car door, and shut it for me when I got in. Like, I know that's a bare freaking minimum, but no one does that, okay? No one does that.
Oh.
He was such a sweet guy. And he was so, like, respectful. Like, he was like, I felt so bad. Not like I felt bad, but I just like, he was just such a nice person that I just like don't want the world to do anything bad to him. Like, wait, I'm gonna cut this out, but I'm gonna show you a picture. If you're watching this, I think you're the sweetest person on the face of the planet, and I love you. And I hope you're doing well. Truly. Okay. On to the next, please.
If that makes it into the final bit, I need help. Okay, this story is crazy, and I don't know if all of it's gonna be able to make it because the start of it's a little raunchy. So this guy.
Oh
I'm
God.
telling the story on the internet. Oh my God. Okay. So
Oh my God.
no, because like y'all's jaws are gonna be on the floor. The plot twist of a lifetime. So this guy and I were like, I wouldn't even call us friends. We were in the same friend group. We knew the same people. It really wasn't like that deep. My school was like 500 people total. My high school, like all 4 grades, was 500 people total. So like everybody knew everybody. Like it wasn't. So yeah. So like it is what it is. So one day we were both after school, and like I had no reason for being late at school. I don't know why I was. I had a car. I could have left. I don't know why I didn't. But he texted me and he's like, "You should come to my car." And I was like, "Okay." And he's like, "We should go to this restaurant like down the road." Like it was like a Dairy Queen type deal. And I was like, "Okay." So we get in the car. I get in his car, which I never do. I don't really get in the car with people like that normally. And I'm like, why is it just the 2 of us in a Prius? A Prius. Okay. So, long story short, top is given. Okay. Cool. That's gonna be the long story short of that because it's just gonna be what it's gonna be. One critique I did receive was that I could go to a like a car dealership and leave with a brand new car free of charge because the skill was there. I think about that often and it makes me very uncomfortable. But anyways, I would love to know how the mother of his child feels about that now, but we'll talk about that later. Anyways, how was your daughter, bro? Anyways, so
Anyways.
It's okay. We're all grown. If you are younger than like 15, you're gonna skip like 4 minutes.
That's the end of the raunchy part. This is the plot twist of the existence. Okay, so I'm like, wow, okay. I go home. I don't even know the time difference in between this, but a couple of, I don't know, let's say like a month or so later, we don't really talk again after that. It was a one and done. That was it. Like, we literally, life goes exactly back to normal. It was like it didn't even happen. So I was like, okay, sick, sounds good. I don't even think it was a month later. Might have been 2 weeks, if that. I was at my locker. Lunch is already started, so everybody's in the cafeteria. I was late. So I'm getting stuff. My locker was on the bottom. So I'm knelt down. And the next thing I know, I get punted in the back, kicked in the ribs from behind. Kid's a soccer player. Hurt like hell, immediately knocked the wind out of me. I fell to the side. Fun little fact, I have a like 12-inch scar that goes from here all the way to the back of my shoulder because my right lung is collapsed. It doesn't do anything. I had an issue when I was a kid. They had to remove a thing for me to live. My right lung doesn't operate. He kicked me on the right side. Okay. So I genuinely thought that he had opened up a scar from, at that point, it would have been like 7 or 8 years. I was terrified. I couldn't breathe. I immediately started crying. Terrified. I literally turned, my best friend standing there. She's like, "What the fuck are you doing?" Blah, 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 blah. And he's just like, "Oh, thought it would be fun." There's 2 girls. They're sisters. Fuck you both, by the way. Are standing there, see it happen. They pack up their shit, see him, walk off of him, laughing. I still couldn't get my breath, right? So finally, we had nuns. I went to a Catholic school. I go to the office and I'm like, somebody's got to call my mother now. Like, I cannot breathe. I need an inhaler. I need to go to the doctor. Because at that point, I genuinely thought he had broken ribs. Like, I was convinced because I could not breathe. I couldn't catch my breath even still. So my mom comes to the school, picks me up. I go basically straight to the doctor. They start doing tests and scans. He bruised 3 ribs, cracked 1, and basically like I had to have like breathing treatments because I had like my breathing trying to catch up had done so much like damage that I had to get breathing treatments for a couple months. So my mother, of as you would, goes to school, whatever. He gets suspended for 2 days. 2 days. Because he was friends with the nun who did our like dean of students thing. So he gets suspended for 2 days, comes back, like nothing happens. Mad at me. Starts a rumor that my parents are suing him for the damage. We never. My mom wanted to call the police because,
which they should have.
I mean, he assaulted me, but I literally cried on my knees for my mother to not call the police because I was terrified that I would be bullied. I was already bullied like most of high school, anyways. So it gets to the point where the popular kids are so tired of watching me get bullied by this kid that the popular kids have to step in. And they're like, you gotta stop, dude. Like, nobody cares. You're not the victim here. You literally punted this girl down a hallway. Like, you're not the victim. Nobody cares. And literally one of the guys is like, he's actually like, I don't even know where he's at now, but he literally was like, you're lucky she didn't sue your ass. She should have. She could have gotten money from your family, blah, 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 whatever. And I was just like, I literally just want to be left alone. Like, just leave me alone. But the progression of then 3 weeks after that, he asked me to get in his car again and repeat the initial interaction.
How is this motherfucker gonna be like, yo, give me some head in my fucking car? As if he did not just fucking knocked you off. Literally knocked you off.
I was like, I
Men
know you must think I'm
disgust
crazy.
me. Ah!
I'm like, you
Oh!
must think I'm the thirstiest, most desperate bitch in this world. Because there is not a way in heaven, hell, or anything in between that is going to have me doing that again when you acted like that. Absolutely not. Still actively bullying me, but texting me, basically begging me to give him head in his car. Now he looks like a Duck Dynasty character, so it's fine, like full circle moment. But like, I'm just like, if men have nothing if not the audacity, there's your clickbait title. Like, there you go. Like, I was just like, I just felt like that would never be a thing I could ever say on the podcast. So I was like, but this story needs to grace the internet at some point.
Y'all want to know? Y'all want to hear a story?
Oh gosh, is it like this one?
Oh no,
Is it staying on the couch?
No, I said that story on the plot. Oh my god! To sum this up, yes, this.
Oh, I remember the staying on the couch. Oh my god!
I would literally ruin her life. Literally, like, dude, there's so much shit I know about that girl. Like, if I were to put that on the internet and that shit were to blow up, her life would fucking crumble before her eyes. Yeah. No, but I was talking to this one guy. Me and him were talking on and off for 5 years. 5 fucking years. And recently, I just found out that while I was talking to him, he got another girl pregnant. Not only that, they obviously, unfortunately, could not keep the baby. She couldn't, like, she literally couldn't. So she had to pay for the on her own. Completely on her own. And he made her go through that whole process alone. And he goes, you need to pick up your shit from my house. So he made her Uber from school to his fucking house. And you know how long that is? 45 minutes to an hour. And he did not pay for the Uber. So she had to do that and go back. And now Fast forward a couple months later, because he's blocked. So he's over here telling my friend, oh my God, like, I miss your friend, referring to me. And me and him are having a conversation through her. Like, not as of recent, but like this happened a couple months ago. But he doesn't know that I know that. All this. So that's my crazy story for now. Nothing has happened. I don't talk to the dude anymore. But yeah. Moral of the story. Some men are not shit. I can't say all men because I know there are some good guys out there. And for you good guys out there, don't fucking hide. Come out.
Stay strong, brothers. Stay strong.
Come out. Like literally, like not even to sound desperate, but like TikTok has just been showing me too much couples things. And it just gets me. I'm not a hater, but when it comes to this, I'm the biggest hater on the fucking earth. The earth. Like, it gets me so mad because I see people doing like having Christmas PJs, all this other corny ass shit that I want to fucking do. Like, fuck you and your Grinch PJs and your fucking cookies and your fucking meal, bitch. Fuck that shit. I hope both of the fucking pillows were fucking warm on that damn couch. It was cold as fuck in your house. The cookies were burnt. I don't know.
Cookies are burnt.
Fuck you. Fuck you. And for the spooky bag, I really hope for the worst. And for Valentine's Day, don't even get me fucking started because I'm a hater when it comes to that too. If I can't be happy, no one else should be
On Valentine's Day.
Fuck Valentine's Day.
The boo baskets had me fucked up, bro. Some of those boo baskets were like hundreds of dollars.
Yeah, like fuck that.
I saw a boo basket with AirPod Maxes in it, and I was like, I have to be kidding me.
The way my boyfriend forgot our anniversary. Like,
oh my God. I remember you telling me that. I was literally pissed.
Oh my God.
I had this group chat riot. So like it was great.
No, I'm still laughing at Casey saying, fuck you and your donuts.
Like, whoever got a boo basket, fuck you. Whoever got a boo basket, fuck you. Whoever got flowers, fuck you. Whoever got fucking candy from their significant other on Halloween, fuck you. Whoever did matching costumes, matching couple outfits on Halloween, fuck you. I'm your biggest hater. I am praying on your downfall. Heaven. Praying. Only because I'm jealous, though. Only because I'm jealous. Like, only because. But all the nice guys, don't be afraid. Don't be afraid. Come out. Come out.
That's gonna be my new thing. If y'all hear me say "fuck you and your donuts," you know what I'm talking about. Because that's my new fucking catchphrase, bro.
I feel like you said that before.
I definitely have. I'm a hater in a relationship. Like I don't give a fuck. I hate people in relationships just as much as y'all do. Like I don't care. Like
I only hate because I don't have one. It really comes down to that. I'm not actually hating on people in relationships because y'all are cute. Do y'all thing. Yeah. I'm just jealous I don't fucking have one. Like,
y'all want a crazy story?
Yeah.
How much time do we have on this?
We restarted not that long ago.
It doesn't say anything.
Oh, I thought you told me we had a cutoff. Okay, never mind.
Story. So, Elise, I just told you this story last night, but I'm gonna tell the shortened version of it. Okay.
Oh, Casey, buckle the fuck up.
Shortened version of one of these stories. If you want to hear the rest, because it's like a whole freaking movie saga series.
It's like 4 hours.
It took me. I started telling her the story at 8:45. We got done at 1:30 in the morning.
And like literally we didn't stop talking or anything. Like we got food and ate and she was still telling the story. Like you would be fucking shocked.
Like I was done dirty for 2 years straight. But this in particular is about a guy. So this guy was low-key leading me on for the better part of like 2 months, right? And this one girl that I was never really chill with because she always had a problem with me for some reason because I was genuinely friends with everybody and she just pretended like she was friends with everybody. Okay. In like a fake way. She was nice to your face, but not behind your back, if you know what I mean. Okay. So I was finally chill with her. So I started confiding in her because she just happened to be like around because like at the time I was living in the dorm, whatever. And she was around and she was friends with my friends. So like when I was telling like boy stories, we were like sleepovery type vibes. She was there. So like she knew everything that I was talking about with this guy and like how he's kind of leading me on. She even agreed. She was like, oh, I think he likes you, blah, blah, blah. Tell me why the week before the end of school, literally the week of the end of school. Keep in mind, this guy is in the military. So he was being deployed for a year. So this was going to be the last time I was going to see him for a year. After just telling me like, oh, I think he likes you, blah, 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 knowing everything,
Oh God.
she decided to tell me that she actually had feelings for him. And then she told him. And then they were hanging out of nowhere the last like week of school. And then no explanation from him, literally dipped after I literally told him my feelings for him. And he was like, I think we should wait until I get back from certain country, wherever he was. And I was like, okay. And then completely 180'd and was like hanging out with this girl, doing whatever with this girl. Yeah. And so he left. And then because I was not only literally heartbroken over the betrayal of friendship and that, I went home and a week into my summer, I was hospitalized because apparently you can actually have legit medical symptoms from heartbreak and heart sickness, which I didn't know until I was in an MRI machine because they thought I had appendicitis. But actually, I just had a really bad heartsick anxiety attack. And the funniest thing was I had a fever. I was vomiting. I was having out both ends things going wrong on both sides of me. Lovely graphic, but we know I'm being real.
Wow.
I had a fever. I had aches and pains and chills. I couldn't breathe. I was like shaking. Like all of the things were happening to me. I was on the floor in the fetal position for 12 hours before I was like, okay, fine, I'm going to the hospital. Like it was bad. Oh, and I was also on my period at the same time. So to add to the stuff, yeah.
No, because I hope you see this and you're kind of a piece of shit. That's kind of crazy.
Oh,
Men,
it's not even the worst that this girl did me. She continued to do me wrong.
men are crazy. I mean, women
And
are
I
crazy.
forgave her for that. I forgave her for that. We became friends again. Like I was like, it's fine. After she apologized, I was like, okay, like
It's fine.
girl. Yeah, we became friends again. And then she did me dirty again.
I'm gonna
And
need.
we have not spoken since. And then she took a necklace of mine that I let her borrow for like this dance, like formal thing that we were going to. And she said she was going to give it back and then she didn't. And then she went home and then she was like, I lost it, but I'll find it. And then she found it, but then she lost it again. And then she forgot to bring it to school and then whatever. So like literally 2 years went by. She texted me and I finally deleted her number because I was like, I'm done with this. Deleted her from my phone, whatever. And like all the other friends that I knew because they ended up doing me dirty too. Transferred schools, not because of that, but I ended up transferring schools anyway because I hated that one. And I was like, okay, living my life, whatever. We had just posted like pod stuff and whatever. Like this was like 2 months ago. And she texted me and she was like, hey, I found your necklace. I'll bring it to school for you. And I was like, wait, who is this? Even though I knew exactly who it was. And then I said, I don't go there anymore. And she was like, well, I can mail it to you. And I was like, actually, you can mail it to this friend of mine because I don't even live in the state and I'm not giving you my address. Like, bye. So she ended up mailing it to me and it's over there in my nightstand now.
Yeah, no. I'd be fucking damned.
Yeah.
That's a day
for
if she tries to contact me again. Like, nah.
This is why, not even to sound like, but like, this is exactly fucking why I don't do fucking friends. And the friends that I have, I know they would never do some shit like that. And if they do, snip, snip, ho. The fuck out of here. Like, oh, I hate people. I hate people. Oh my God.
Elise and I were actually cackling because the story got so bad to a point where it legit sounded like I was making it up.
Like, I was literally like, I was dying.
She was losing it. Like, she was cackling because of the things that, like, they were saying about me.
It just,
Like,
ugh.
I wish I was making it up. I wish I was making it up. I wish I wasn't hospitalized. Oh my God. I forgot a key point in the story. So actually, so these people were all like in a club, right? From college. That's how we met, in like a club organization, whatever. I texted the group chat. I was like, yo, I'm in the hospital. Just telling you. Didn't think he'd see it. But he ended up calling me the next day, like from his freaking military base. And he was like, are you okay? And I was like, yeah, I'm fine. And he was like, how have you been? I'm like, I'm fine. Like, leave me the fuck alone, bro. I don't care. Leave me alone.
That's insane.
Why are you gonna call me? And then he ended up writing me one letter the whole time he was gone. And I thought he was gonna like have an apology, an explanation. No, it was, hey, I'm good. I found a church on the base that I've been going to, and I'm like playing the piano and I'm playing board games and I'm making friends. And like, how are you?
Booked and busy. Anyways.
Fuck you and your donuts. Get out of here. I don't care.
Period. Yeah, especially fuck his donuts. The fuck? Fuck you and your extra fucking sprinkled donuts, bitch. Like,
Just fuck you. Like,
That
why
is
bring
terrible.
donuts to the scenery? Your presence is already a bother enough.
period.
And
Also,
you wanna-
I started to like him, and I literally, no, not recently, but like
Oh.
the way I liked him, and he wasn't like any other guy that I liked. Like, he was not funny. He didn't have much of a discernible personality. Like, he was literally an unsalted saltine cracker equivalent to the color of khaki. Like, man, like he was not. He made up some stuff about like, I don't like to laugh unless it's like something that's like actually funny, and I don't categorize it as a laugh unless I like actually use my vocal cords. So he was like, if he goes, that's not a laugh, apparently.
How does it feel to be crazy?
Like,
how did you get into the
I don't know if he
military?
was trying to be funny with that or like what, but it wasn't funny. It just scared me. But then I continued to like him. So honestly, shame on me, but that's okay.
That's
We
fair.
and we learn. But the way that I liked when I met him, and then I started liking him, like, that's outrageous to me. Anyway, gonna got that. Actually, no. I told him. Not recently, but like I told him a year ago that I had the feelings, and he was like, glad you got that off your chest.
The way that I would absolutely whip his ass.
Yeah.
Fuck shit like that.
I know you on a personal level, but that's just, you're a shitty person for that.
If somebody ever said, glad you got that off your chest, I would stab them in the chest and say, glad I got that off my chest. Like, you're insane.
The thing's gonna end. By the way.
I was gonna say, I gotta go to bed anyways. I gotta get up in 3.5 hours.
Y'all, it's that time. Every time.
Us again. Yes, we're in the same outfits. We literally just finished the intro 2 seconds ago.
So
Judge
if you
someone.
don't like our outfit, go it's because we don't care. Pissed. Shoo. Like, I don't know what to tell you.
Casey, hit it.
As always, socials right there, description box. Click it. Matter of fact, while you're looking in that description box, like right there is the like and a subscribe button. Hit both of those.
Good.
Hit the bell so you know, because every
Casey, I did not know that. Color me shock.
Literally.
when you hit that little and it dings when you click it, you'll know. You'll know. Run it.
Turn on our post notifications as well. You might as well while you're at it. Wait,
And while you're there, you might as well comment.
And
yeah.
while you're doing that, you might as well go to Hope's TikTok, Elisa's TikTok, my TikTok, Sister Smack TikTok, everybody's everything. And hit that
our
little follow.
Be
Our
obsessed with us. Be obsessed with
Because
us. We're obsessed with you. Okay?
But
it's time for you to love us like we love you.
Yes.
Perfect.
Most importantly, follow our Instagram because we are constantly posting stuff on there, giving you guys the updates that nobody else gets. So stay tuned. If not, be lost. Be lost in this. If you made it this far without doing all that, how are you here?
I see you.
Subscribe.
Wait, let's give them a few seconds to do that.
Too long.
Good actual bye. And
Hold
goodbye
on.
to you.
The subscribe the subscribe button should no longer be red for you. Okay, it should be a nice white gray color.
And
Or
it should
the
say
button.
it should say subscribe. Once again, thank you guys for watching this video. We enjoy.
We actually very much appreciate you guys. You're the reason why we do this, so it's very fun for us. And I've been up editing all week long, so.
But it's to help y'all. Give her credit. Run up the money. Seriously, run up the money. Run up the views. Why
I need
not?
a raise. I love to do it. This is not me complaining. I'm just saying, like, this is my dedication, and I'm showing you, and I'm handing it to you, so we can be a family. Come be a family with us, because we.
We hand it to you. Y'all give us the same energy back. That's how it works.
Period.
It should be potato, not potato and salad. Potato.
Because potato salad is butt disgusting. Anyways, bye. Wow, that was bad.